Hey, everybody. Good morning. It is episode 37. Excited to be here with everybody. Today is just going to be send me your questions, your comments. We'll chat about them. It's just going to be a day like that. I'm going to show you guys some of the upcoming stuff we got going on. I got some sneak peek looks at some things. We're going to talk darts. It's just going to be a fun little time hanging out. What about what's going on in the PDC the last 2 days? Some exciting, fun darts. I think we've seen let's see, Gary Anderson 2 days ago, incredible average in darts there. Gerwin Price yesterday. Again, he lost the day before, but came back with a vengeance. Peter Wright, 2 wins in a row. We saw MVG lose yesterday. We're talking some seriously fun darts going on. I'm actually going to bring that up here. We'll kind of take a look and see what the standings are as we come into Judgment Night tonight. And if you're not familiar with what I'm talking about the Unibet Premier League. And so the Premier League's kind of, what's going on? Well, yes, the Doza is he's looking dangerous, man. I'll tell you, if you didn't catch yesterday's match against MVG, there's definitely some tension there. You've got basically 2 number ones. You got the guy that really dominated in the BDO, and you've got the guy that's been dominating in the PDC, and they're clashing. And the Duza, who everybody thought would come over and just do nothing in the PDC, there's a lot of talk about that. He has come over and showed his way. I think he's up to number 13. He'll break the top 10 for sure this year. And he's got a chance to win the Premier League. I mean, honestly, I think MVG's worried that he's never lost. So he's going to basically, I don't know. The Duza looked spot on yesterday. So really excited to see that. Hey, and Will, congratulations on the acquisition of Quarantine Darts. So if you guys didn't see that information out there in the darts channels, Will Stewart, who was on our channel or on our show a few weeks back, his company Quarantine Darts was acquired, not in a bad way, with USA Darts, and USA Darts was purchased by A to Z Darts, who also owns Magicwear. And so Jen Mounts is involved heavily in the growing of USA Darts, and with that, they are doing a bunch of stuff for the CDC as far as calling matches and working with the CDC, because A to Z is very heavily involved with that program. So we've seen a really cool thing starting to happen here in US with darts. We're starting to see, instead of a fractured program, we're seeing pieces come together, which will strengthen us, which will make us get to that point where we are producing some powerhouse players. We become a powerhouse, and we could really have some cool battles across the pond between the PDC and like CDC, and of course the PDC is helping out at the same time because they want to generate some really good players coming from here. So this is really a cool storm that's brewing, and we're going to talk a lot more about that on Monday, because Jen and Will be joining me to discuss really what's going on there. You heard from me everything I know at this point. So we'll have both of them on to talk more about what this all means for darts in the USA. I do want to point out, because I have heard this quite a bit, and again, this is just a free flow show, so feel free to throw comments in, and we'll just talk about stuff if you guys want something to say. What's going on? Suffolk Searcher Metal Detector UK. I bet you have found some cool stuff. What's the coolest thing you found? Like, outside of like wedding rings, but what's like the one cool thing where you're doing some metal detecting that you've come across? Drop it in the chat. I'm curious. And then Neil's Darts, MG believe that Duza wasn't on the same level with him, and I believe he lost because of this. Never underestimate the Duza. This is straight up truth. I'm going to post that right there. I think MVG does 2 things. I think one, he likes to play a mental game, and he likes to get under people's skin. He has said comments throughout the years about players that he doesn't think that should be in the top 10. Daryl Gurney, he's made a couple comments about him. I think he does that, and it's the mental aspect of being in sports together and kind of nudging at each other to get over on someone. And I really think that MVG thought by making these comments and basically giving the Duza no respect, because he knows that's heavy competition for him. Here is a gentleman, here's a darts player that's got 3 world titles. How many does MVG have? Now, I know they're BDO versus PDC, but they're still world titles, okay? Here's a guy that came in and has been crushing it. And I think MVG's a little on edge with that. He's got Peter Wright's number for the most part. I mean, they have met in the finals, in the semifinals, multiple times with MVG winning. So MVG has been able to intimidate a lot of players. I think Daryl Gurney, when he first came in, that was the way MVG kind of put him under his thumb, was by making comments. And I think he's trying that with the Duza, and not going to happen. This guy is a professional, been doing this for a long time, and I don't think he plays to any of that. The one thing I don't like about him so much is he's too kind. He's too nice. He always in his interviews is like thanking everybody else, and it's, the other players and this and that. And he needs to just take a nudge, a stab. He needs to poke someone occasionally and be like, well, MVG was just off tonight and I kicked his ass. That would have been cool from him yesterday. But he's like, oh, he's a little too nice. The other thing you guys have to remember, when it comes to all of this, is these guys travel together. They see each other. They hang out. They're in the rooms together. They're goofing off. And for the most part, there are friendships that are there. And even in the rivals that we see, there's friendships behind the scenes. All sports needs good rivalry. And if you guys listen to the show with Dawson Michelle, who was on tour with these guys who beat MVG, go back and watch that one. If you didn't catch it, it's on here. There's an audio version of it, because I do podcast all these. If you guys didn't know, Coffin Darts is a podcast. It's available pretty much on all podcast streams, iTunes, and all of them. So if you don't want to see my ugly face, but you want to hear the cool content, just go on over and check out, wherever you podcast. If you podcast and just look for Coffee and Darts, and you'll find them there. But check out the Dawson Michelle, because he talks a little bit about the behind the scenes situation there. And he talks about there's that friendship, and yet the PDC needs a show. I mean, a show has to happen, right? I mean, there's got to be something there for people to watch, and you've got to have entertainment. Apparently, my son is watching darts on my wife's computer, on Mrs. Atomic's computer. So what's up, Dylan? How you doing, kid? You're welcome to come to the garage. It's like 2 steps away from you. Anyway. Okay, so here we go. Except when him being the Duza and Matt Edgar go at it. Love seeing that one. Yes. I'm hoping to get Matt on the show. It's funny because he's really good friends with the darts referee. Of course, you see them do a lot of stuff together. Their girlfriends play darts against each other, if you've watched any of that. And the darts referee has been on the show here as well. I'm trying to get Matt to come on the show. I would love to have just a chat with him. And we'll see if we can make that happen. Speaking of upcoming people joining the show, of course, I mentioned on Monday, we will have Jen Mounts will be back, and then Will Stewart will be joining us. We're going to talk about that whole situation. I just want to point out the following Monday, which is a holiday, I haven't decided if I'm going to do a show yet or not, because it is a holiday and it's my birthday. It's my birthday. So that day is also my birthday. So I don't know what the family has planned. You want to come say hi? Come here, dude. Be like, oh, let me get you. Wait, you got to turn so I can actually pick you up. Look at the camera up there. Hi. All right. Later, dude. You can hang out in here. That's fine. So you might hear some darts being thrown in the background. That is just Dylan. Don't worry about it. Oh, yeah. So the 7th, which is a holiday for us, I may take that day off. I may come on for like 10 minutes and just be like, what's up? Hey, Dylan, Will says, what's up? Dylan says, what's up? So someone wants to know if I'm going to sell the Norwades. We could talk, George. We can chat about that. I'm debating on whether I want to keep that series of darts or not. I'm a weighty fan, so we could talk about that. I'm open to talking about doing that. I am one that, as much as I love all the darts that I have and stuff, I don't have a problem getting rid of them. There's only like one set that I can think of right now that I'm like, I'm holding on to that set for, you're not going to get it away from me. Oh, speaking of it, it's right here because you're about to see this review of this guy right here. So I just reviewed these. I know I'm a little late to the table on reviewing these. I've had them for a while. I was debating on even pulling them out of the box, but I have a couple sets. So if you watch that video when it comes out, you'll understand why I have a couple sets, because there's a giveaway available with this stuff. But I think I'm going to put this set in with my jersey that I have and just have that all encased. So anyway, there you go. Hey, what's up, Roy? What's up, Bigness? Morning. So talking about giveaways, we'll jump into that real quick. And then I have a sneak peek things that I want to show you guys, some stuff that I'm going to share here, probably never nowhere else. Nice. I'm about to buy them. The MVGs, they're sweet, man. Oh my gosh. Watch the video though. It should come out in a couple of days. I just finished filming it. I got to do little edits and then send it to my editor to make it all pretty and clean. Watch that, because I give you options to play the same barrel that Red Dragon has. You have to remember, Red Dragon like had barrels, but then Peter Wright created this list of barrels for them with all his renditions. And so there is a barrel that they have that's very similar to this one that you can purchase and play with, and then have a set of these and hold on to them for the historical value, because the people's champion is now the champion. But with that said, at the same time, if you've noticed, if you've been watching Premier League, he's changed his barrels again. It's not the same barrel. It's different. He's also wearing contacts. But I digress. Gotta have some coffee. In regards to giveaways, so I'm going to be doing quarterly giveaways, and some of you are members of this. But if you go to patreon.com/Atomic Darts, you can become a patron. Okay. And for a couple of dollars a month, and you can cancel whenever you want, but if you do any of the levels, you're going to get a sticker set with some cool Atomic Dart stickers and some cool Coffin Darts stickers that are going to be in there. You're going to get some flights, and I have the Coffin Darts flights. These are the Atomic Darts. I had them done in black, and I'm kind of wishing I had either white outlined them or done them in white. But I have some Coffin Dart flights that should be here today coming in. And if you become a patron, you're going to get a little kit, a little set with some stickers and flights for you. Just thank you for being a patron. But you also, depending on the level you join in, you're going to get an opportunity to win a quarterly situation where I give stuff away. And, I've got a set of these to give away. I've got some other stuff we're going to give away. So you're going to have that opportunity. And here's how it works, just so you guys know. If you become a patron, so the quarter's ending, right? So this month quarter ends. Next month the quarter ends. Okay, so if you joined now before Monday, you would have 1 month in, right? And then the second month, so you'd have two. So you'd have 2 entries into the drawing. So for every month you are in that quarter a patron, you're going to have that many 8 entries. And I do that for a couple reasons. Those that want to just join to try and win something and then exit out of Patreon, you can do that. That's fine, but you're not going to have as many opportunities to win something, because those that have stuck with us for longer should have that opportunity. So that's what that's about. Go check out patreon.com/atomic-darts. You also get discounts at the store. So if you want to buy any of the gear, or and I've talked about this before, as I load darts that I do want to sell on the site, and I have a stack. I've got a stack over there of barrels that are going to get loaded in the next week or two. It's just been, I just haven't gotten to it. And then you can purchase those, and you'll be able to use your discount. Whatever level you are determines the discount that you have. And it's a lifetime as long as you're a patron type of situation. So anyway, that's Patreon. If you want to check us out there and support the channel, that would be awesome. Okay, let's get into sneak peek stuff here real quick. And we can talk a little bit more about Judgment Night. And, I think we all know how that's going to go if you've been watching the Premier League. But I want to show you guys something. I'm super excited about this. Let me bring this up here real quick. Come on. And share my screen. So I have been working on something. Oh, Simon, I want to get to this question here. So Simon is asking, I know I'm multitasking, about the smaller brands like Signage and Quantum Darts, etc. I'm going to answer that right after I show you guys this. So let me share my screen, because I'm super excited about this. Bam! You guys excited? Is that not cool? This is the barrel that I have been working with Shot Darts to create. This is going to be the first barrel for Atomic Darts. We'll see if we get into some additional barrels. This is coming out. It's going to be steel tip, the first one. We're going to do soft tip kind of directly after that. And then we'll add some additional steel tips. We're going to come out with just one weight. At first, I think 21 gram is what we decided on. And then we will add some soft tips, and then we're going to add some additional steel tip weights and have a decent lineup. The box that they're creating for this, you guys have seen what Shot does with their packaging. Initially, there wasn't going to be any packaging. They talked me into it. And they're like, let's do some cool packaging around this. We're going to co-brand this thing and have some fun with it. So that is coming, but this is a first look at what this barrel is going to look like. It's going to be pretty fun barrel, at least in my mindset, because I'm excited to play this. Yeah. So that's it. I wanted to just dive that in. You guys get a first look at this. My patrons got a look at it a few days ago. And I just wanted to share this with you guys. So there you go. That's a look at the barrel that is coming. There might be another little tweak or rendition, some pieces to it. So anyway, length, diameter, and details on that. There will be, once we've confirmed all of that. So I will get you all the details. And of course, I'll be doing a review on that, and I'll probably send it out to a couple people to review it, and we'll see what happens. Because the idea is to potentially build out a co-branded line with Shot. That's the hope anyway. So let's get back to this question about these smaller manufacturers here. So Simon, what do I think about these brands? To be honest, Quantum's growing. I haven't purchased any of their barrels. It's been a while since I've reached out to any of them to see if they would like me to review them. And here's how I always do this. I never ask for anything for free. I don't believe in that. If a company likes what I'm about and likes what I'm doing and they want to send me stuff, cool. I'm down with that. I'm happy to review their product. But I typically start out by buying product. And then brands may reach out to me as they see their product being reviewed. And I have a brand that reached out to me. Nothing's completely confirmed at this point, but it's another top tier brand that has reached out to me to see if I will start reviewing their product. And we had a conversation the other day, and we'll see. I mean, if I get some stuff from them in the mail, then I'll assume it's an on deal, or if I get an email or whatever. But so when it comes to Quantum, I like their stuff. They've got some cool packaging. They've got some cool product out there. I need to reach back out to them. My pitch normally is, hey, can I buy it at cost or at wholesale? And, at least you're not losing any money, and I'm not having to fork out too much money, and I'll be happy to review your product. So that's kind of where on the smaller brands, but I like some of them. And there's Mrs. Atomic in the background. As you put that question to me, I need to reach out to them more. And at the same time, I need to just go buy some and review them. So I don't, she knows, she was just out here. She knows I'm doing this. I don't know. So thank you for asking the question. I will do that today. I'll shoot them a quick email, but I may just run over to A to Z and purchase, some stuff. There's like Vox is how I think you say it. And they've got crazy barrels, and they're a smaller brand. And I need to do that. So thanks for bringing it up. I think that those brands have the ability to grow. I don't know where they're getting stuff manufactured. That's always a question. Where's the manufacturing? How tight are the constraints on manufacturing? That, if you're just asking for someone from another country where you've never been there, you don't know how they're manufacturing stuff, what they're doing. You don't know that the controls are really what they need to be so that your barrels are consistent. And the last thing you want to do is get 100 sets in and they be completely inconsistent in weights or cuts. So I don't know what they're doing, but I'll reach out to them and do that. Yes, Vox has been around for a long, long time, but they're smaller guys. They do these custom, intricate, crazy barrels, and I love their stuff. I haven't reviewed any of their stuff, and I need to jump on doing that. And what I really should do, and you guys are helping me, that's what I love doing these days, is I should reach out to them and see if they want to be on the show, just to help get their name out and just have that conversation. So thank you guys. This is the joy of being able to do this and not having someone where I'm interviewing them. I get to talk with you all. That's a y'all. Anyway, sorry, Will. That was more for you. Okay, that was a Kansas reference. I had to go there. I apologize. Speaking of which, if you guys look behind me, if you can see that, I'm shopping for some more Kansas City stuff because season starts soon. And I got to get my Kansas City stuff on. By the way, Will, and it's totally off topic, but Friday the 9th is when Red Flag Day is, and they've got a really nice flag for a championship. So just throwing that out there because I know you're a Chiefs fan. Vokies? Is that how it's Vokies? Is that how it goes, Sharon? Okay. I did not know that. How much longer will the Coffin Darts jerseys be available? I should play that ad really quick is what I should do. Oh, you know what I forgot to do at the beginning of the show? I forgot to talk about sponsors. So we do have sponsors for this show. See, this is just an off-cuff show. We're having some fun chatting. So I'm halfway into the show, and I got to give a shout-out to, of course, Shot Darts, because they do sponsor the Coffin Darts show. They do not sponsor Atomic Darts, the review side of things. They don't sponsor that. They don't. They send me stuff to review, just like some other manufacturers do. They don't sponsor that. I need to point that out because some people have made comments about that. They don't. My reviews are my reviews. And if I don't like a barrel or I think something's off, I do. They do sponsor this show. And of course, Magicwear does. So the cool jerseys that Roy is talking about, I'm going to show that here in a second. They also sponsor the show. And so that is this particular show. It's the interview show that we do twice a week. And sometimes we do some stuff like the kids are getting back into school. So we'll start doing the Sunday Darts with Dylan. And of course, PDC's back, so that'll make it that a little bit easier too. Say vote and replace the T with a K. So Voke. Okay, I gotcha. Thanks, Sharon. See, now I know how to say it. See, that's what I love. This is cool. So KC football, that's right, Will. So anyway, just so you guys know, because I've had a couple comments that have been made around that, I'm swayed in my reviews. Not at all. Like there's been a couple barrels I've said, hey, I don't like this barrel. And I'll tell you, like barrels, I don't like the weight. It's got too much grip for me. There's a particular style barrel that I like. I do like the stuff that Shot does, but I like what other manufacturers do. So just as we get it, Vogue, bam! I feel like, yes, I got that. So anyway, I digress back to the jerseys, which is what I'm wearing right here. Technically, currently, I have them going through the end of this month or into next month. Let's bring that up here real quick. Let's take a look. I don't even remember. Pretty sad, huh? Let's share my screen again. We'll do this real quick. All right, so here it is. Here is Atomic Darts. If you guys haven't been to Atomic Darts, I've got a ton more cartoon designs that I had a cartoon artist do for me. I pulled some pictures. We worked on some stuff. So I've got a Fallon Sherrock. I've got a Barney. I think there's 10 more images that I have that I need to list. These are cool. I wear these like this one. I wear this one around all the time. I like this one. It's kind of cool, but I'm a Gerwin fan. So anyway, but here is the jersey, and it's on pre-order for $55. So I think that's a good price for a jersey. So that's what the front looks like. Here is like sizing. So there's a little size chart so you guys can figure that out. You get to pick your collar. So you get the stand up. You've got the traditional polo. You got crew neck and V-neck. Here's the back of the jersey. And here's the interesting thing about this particular jersey, this logo right here. This is something that Jen and I just created. Okay, Jen created when we made this jersey real quick before I actually had the Coffin Darts logo, this one right here. I was really fighting with how I wanted this logo to look. And I came up with this with the help of a designer. And so anyway, the next rendition of this jersey will have the new logo. So this is the one-of-a-kind Jennifer Mounts designed jersey right here. So this is kind of what it looks like. So they are available, and this says pre-order until August 30th. Now I'm going to extend that out, and I'm going to tell you guys why. I haven't had many orders. So I want to give that opportunity. I'm either going to do that, or I'm just going to buy a handful of sizes and a couple of in each size. And when they're gone at that point. They just won't have your name on it. So right now you can get your name right down here at the bottom, put on the jersey if you want it. You don't have to have it. You can leave it blank. But so I'm going to probably extend that out to like mid-September, maybe the end of September. But we're going to have another jersey for next quarter that comes out, and that design. And the idea will be, hey, you'll be able to get the jersey for the quarter during the quarter, and then that'll disappear. But I may just purchase, like 5 large, 5 extra large, 5 double X, kind of like a little handful of each size. And then when they're gone type of thing. So to answer your question, Roy, they're available for a couple more days technically, but I'm gonna push that out just so you guys know. Yeah, but if I don't get the orders, then that's fine. No big deal. Not worried about it. This is something that was fun to offer out. I'm not really making any money on these. Actually, I'm losing money at this $55 mark. I have to hit a certain number of jerseys to actually break even on that. Because when you do a one-off jersey with a name on it, there's a cost to it. So, but I don't care. I'm not worried about if I lose a couple of bucks here and there on these jerseys. It's something that I wanted to offer to the community, and they're sweet jerseys. I love the material that they use, and they're very, very comfortable. So let's get off my soapbox here with this. I have something else I want to show you guys, because this comes out this next week. Speaking of Shot, and I know I talk a lot about Shot, but again, I have a great relationship with them. I like Target Darts, building a relationship with that particular company right now. I like their product. Of course, everybody does. I've got product sitting in my list that I'm going to review. I'm going to show you guys some of that stuff right now. So Roy says, sorry, I'm going back over this stuff. So, haha, so how much longer can we buy them? Okay. My team is ordering custom with Jen, but I want to grab a Coffin Darts too. Well, cool. I appreciate that, Roy. You've been a great supporter. Will's been a great supporter. Michael, who's not on here because he's working, has been a great supporter. And I love the guys that are doing that stuff. Sharon, you have helped me today tremendously because now I can say Vogue Darts. So, what's up, Scottish Lad? Another great mate. So anyway, yes, but I like all the manufacturers. I like me darts. I like me some darts. I like Tarkin darts. I'll sit here and talk darts all day long. I'll talk about like, dude, 10:30 darts is on, and it'll be on while I'm working. Like work knows that. When we were in the office, I have multiple monitors on my desk. One monitor would have darts on if darts was on, and I just had my headphones on, and nobody cared. I mean, they understand. Darts is life. Darts is breath, and I kind of feel that way about darts and the Chiefs, because the Chiefs, yeah, oh man, so excited to see football again. Anyway, here is a quick sneak peek of something that releases next week on Tuesday. This is by Shot Darts. This is a player they signed a month or so ago, and looking to have him on the show. And so here is a sneak peek at the box. I really can't show you guys the barrel. I accidentally showed the barrel in a previous video, which I didn't get in any trouble for, thankfully, but I did get literally while I was doing like my opening from Shot, like I'd gotten some stuff in the mail. I was getting texted, hey, don't show those. So I've reviewed them. The review drops on Monday. That's when they release. So look out for that. It is an incredible barrel. Daniel's a great darts player who's really pushing forward. He was in the BDO. He's in the PDC. So he's making strides, and I'm excited to see where he goes. Here's one other piece of that barrel that I can show you, but it's this flight. That is a sweet flight. He is a Swedish player. So check that out. That is pretty awesome. So look for that review to drop on Tuesday the 1st, because that's when the barrels release. Speaking of PDC players and Shot Darts, they have been teasing the fact that they have a new darts player that's signing with them. I will tell you, it is a top player. I'm not going to give numbers because then you might sniff it out. But we will be, they release that information the following week, I believe, and then I'm interviewing that player a few days after that. So you will want to make sure you catch that. That's going to be a great interview. It's going to be a fun barrel, but Shot is really stepping up the game on getting these top tier players that are going to be presenting their name out there. So really excited about that. Okay, so that was a little bit of stuff to release to let you guys know about. One other thing I want to do is just show you guys some of the stuff that's coming up for reviews, just so you guys can look for it. Yes, Sharon, September 1st, which is Tuesday. So that's going to be awesome. But here's some stuff that's coming up for the review. So I have reviewed pretty much the entire series of the Zens minus this guy. So that review is going to be happening in the next week or so. So you guys will get to see that. Here is another one that I haven't reviewed for Shot. Tony's. Really cool looking barrel. So we're going to look at that. This one I'm excited to do. This is a soft tip for you there, Roy. This is the Eagle 3, the Larry Butler. So we'll be got that in the mix. And then I've had this one since it came out, and it was sitting there, and I forgot I had stuff sitting on it. I'm like, I got to review this. So we're going to be doing a Target, the German giant, who is like, I don't know if I'd be afraid of him or not. He's a big man. He's a big man, but he seems like a teddy bear. So those are some things that are coming out. And of course, this one will be dropping in the next couple of days as well. So look for those reviews over the next week or so coming out. And then we've got, of course, Will and Jen will be on Monday. And I've got another darts, a Canadian darts player that is going to come on, a female darts player, and I'll be dropping that information soon. Don't want to give everything away, you know, but she'll be on in a week or so as well. And I think that's going to be a ton of fun. We're going to talk about darts and Canadian women's darts, and she travels a lot, plays a lot. And so that's going to be fun and exciting to do. So guys, we are getting ready to, so as we say, land this plane. I got to run some kids over to something here in a few minutes. So it's a fun talk with you guys. Hopefully you guys are enjoying some PDC darts. Hopefully you guys caught the CDC match from last night. Will was the one that was commentating on that. That was a fun match. That was between Matt and I can't remember now, but I watched it. Nice job, Will. That was fun. It was really a fun match right there. Hold on one sec. Where's my keys? They're on my desk. You want me to grab them for you because you don't want to be on camera? All right, hold on one second, guys. Oh, I didn't check the back seat, so just make sure there's not stuff that are going to sit on. The fun of doing this stuff at home. The idea was to get a studio, and then COVID hit. So anyway, sorry, Scottish Lad. I see a question here from you. So a practice session, you know, I kind of have gone away from that. I've been doing this. We should start. The idea behind this Coffin Darts was to do interviews on Mondays and then do this on Thursdays with a practice session and talk about upcoming PDC tournaments. That was the idea coming out of December into January as I was putting this all together. And then, of course, COVID hit and crushed my idea. But that's a good question. I'm happy to get back into throwing darts and just, I mean, it's just a step over for me and do that and get away from this model on Thursdays. As school starts again, and kids are not so much a priority with different things and work issues, we're going to start doing more with Dylan and Caitlin. And Caitlin hit her first bullseye. So I had to give some props to my little girl. She has been throwing darts and they haven't really been sticking. And in the last 2-3 days, she has figured out her grip and how to throw them. And she is now sticking darts regularly. And she hit her first bullseye yesterday. And so I took a picture of that. It's on Instagram. So she's getting into it, which she's now throwing at the big board occasionally. I let her throw one dart for me when I'm playing Dylan. So we're going to bring all that back. That mix is coming as school comes back. Really quick, I don't want to miss this. This was the deal from last night. It was Kevin McNeil and Matt Campbell. So we're going to get back to it, Scottish Lad. And I actually played Michael the other night. He reached out to me and said, hey, let's play. So Michael Holdman, who typically watches the show after the show, he's been a follower and a fan for a little while. We played a couple of games. He's deadly on the doubles. Like I was pointing him and then I would miss a double or two. And then as soon as he got to doubles, dude crushed him. I was like, wow. I was like, at first I was like, cool, I'm getting him on points because I was hitting larger numbers, but then I got to my doubles and my doubles were not hitting at all. And he was deadly. Like didn't miss doubles. Yeah, that's the drive for show, putt for dough situation. So anyway, Scottish Lad, it's coming and I'm going to add you guys into the mix. So it'll probably be through Zoom. So I have a Zoom account, so I can send you a Zoom link, and we can log in through Zoom is how I think I'm going to do it. I've got to talk to Mr. Will Stewart a little bit more on how the setup should be done, how he was doing things a little, and kind of confirm my way of doing that because I want it to look good and I want it to work properly. I play League. I do it 2 or 3 nights a week. With my league player. So it should be easy to do. I'll be honest. I just have been nervous that I'm going to get ready to do that with you guys and it's not going to function. It's not going to work right. So I need to test it out, but we'll get to where I'm playing you guys. I want to get to doing kind of like Darts Planet TV does their Sunday couch deal. I want to be out here with Caitlin and Dylan doing stuff, have the PDC on the background, enjoying a Sunday, and just see if anybody wants to come on and I'll play. Play the grand board. Roy, you and I are going to play this next week. We've got to set that up. I'm gone for the next couple of days camping. It's our last summer hurrah because kids start school next week, and then we're gonna play on the grand board. So I need to get over my fear of it failing. Plus, you guys are gonna find out how bad Americans are at math. How much my 6-year-old is better than me in the math situation. So, anyway. Fun show. I love chatting, just hanging out, chatting with you guys. What I just saw this. Sorry, Will. Chris White, is that tonight or was that yesterday? Did I miss that one yesterday? Hey, what's up, Tyler? So anyway, hey, Will, real quick, why don't you pump it up here, man? What's the next match that we're gonna see? You guys can check that out at USA Darts. And I think at Quarantine Darts as well. But CDC, I know you can go to the CDC. This is all on Facebook. Check that out. I'm going to talk Will's ear off to have him create a YouTube channel and post it live in both spots if that hasn't already happened. So, Ricky, I'm down. My daughter is 4, so she's not totally there yet. But my 6-year-old, he'll take you on. He has beaten me because he beat me the other day. Sneaker. He every once in a while he'll have these crushing outs, and they're like high digit outs, and I'm like, where did that come from? But he beat me the other day for the 24th time. Of course, I've beaten him hundreds and hundreds of times, but he'll tell you he's beat me 24 times. So definitely down for that. If you've got a grand board, we can play some team stuff. I'll be totally up to that. So here we got some stuff happening from Will there. All right, so here we get into this cool stuff. So Neil's Darts, by the way, you should check out Neil's Darts on YouTube. Great channel. Play Bob 27 for double practice. That is a great little thing to do for double practice. So yeah, highly recommend that. I just need to get back to practicing more on my doubles. Hey, Scottish Lad, I saw that you posted that. I'm going to watch it today. I block out a lot of my day, like time-wise, and I have my lunch block. And normally during my lunch block, I go check out some YouTube stuff. I unfortunately don't have time to watch a lot of that stuff during the day because I do technically have a job that I'm doing. Oh, speaking of which, I'm supposed to go meet my wife at the brake place. That's what I'm supposed to be doing this morning. She was taking the kids somewhere, and I'm supposed to go meet her to get the brakes done on her van. So I got to run, guys. I wasn't even thinking about it. Hey, so I'm gonna land this plane really, really, really quick. And Ricky, totally cool, down with that. Yeah, love to do that. So let me throw this up here real quick, so that you guys can see that from Will. And again, Will's going to be on, Jen's going to be on Monday. So catch that. That's at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. We're going to be talking USA Darts. We're going to be talking CDC Darts. We're going to be talking about all the online stuff that they're doing, the merger with Quarantine Darts and USA Darts. All that's going to be on Monday. That's going to be exciting. I'm going to tell you a top 50 PDC player. It's going to be joining me in a few weeks. Dawn is from Canada. She's a professional darts player out of Canada. Is going to be joining me in a week or so. And I've got a couple other PDC players that are in the mix that I'm talking to about coming on. And then we've got some other really cool, just fun darts related stuff coming your way. And I've got a couple other manufacturers who will have reps, if not some higher up people to come chat with us. Nothing like Peter from Shot Darts, who is the principal owner of Shot Darts, who joined us a while back to chat things up. So I don't know that any darts manufacturer is gonna throw us that kind of love Another reason I like SHOT. So don't forget to check out SHOT at shot.com because they do sponsor this show. Check out Magicwear for awesome jerseys. Check out Atomic Darts where you can get a cool jersey like this. Guys, I got to land this plane and get my butt out of here to go get some breaks for my wife. Thanks for watching. Look for some really cool things showing up, things like this, some cool reviews happening. Drop comments. Let me know something you want me to review. We'll be doing that. I've got a really cool door hanger that I just picked up. It's back under there. I just remembered that. We're reviewing that. It's another way to hang a dartboard where you can hang it, remove it, take it with you. That type of apparatus type thing you can do. And I might just bring my dartboard while we're camping and do a video of that so you guys can see how all that grand board stand and dartboard functions out in the real world, if you know what I mean. Thanks, guys, for watching. I'll see you guys on Monday with Jen and Will. Have a wonderful day. Don't forget to check out the sponsors. Don't forget to check out patreon.com/atomicdarts. Would appreciate it. It helps keep everything running and flowing. See you guys Monday. All right. Have a good day. Thanks, guys.